That was badass. What's good? It's your Jason, Amethyst, or Joey, and today we have a new series up on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Nostalgia Retrospective. Yes, we have a new series about my nostalgia from my childhood, and different parts of my childhood and stuff, and we're just gonna be talking about those so I can just rant about them in my videos. So yeah, we're starting off with the Kung Fu Panda movie and the PlayStation 2 video game. So yeah, let's get right to it. Also keep in mind I'll be talking a lot more about the game than the movie itself. Every great movie has a crappy game. I'm not shitting on this game, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video in the first place, but I have such nostalgia for this probably bad game, but I have such nostalgia for it that I just want to talk about so much today, and there's so much to see in this game too. I think I might be the only one who actually thinks it's unironically good, but whatever. These were back in the times where my dad would try and help me through the levels where it involves button pressing gameplay. The game also features levels based off of the movie and not from the movie. The layout of each level, the terrain, rocks and grass and trees and skies and everything, even water, is just so beautiful to look at. The fighting segments of the gameplay are fun, and there are some levels that are more unique than the others. You kill people, you save people, you destroy things, you use things, you jump, you don't jump, you swim, you don't swim. All in all, it's a pretty well-rounded game, which is why I have such nostalgia for it. It's one of those games I would always struggle on one level and never gain to the next one, and then I would eventually beat that level about a year later and then move on to the next one and not being able to beat that one until another year has passed. What makes this game especially so nostalgic to me is that what I just addressed, that when you beat a level, it gives you this feeling of satisfaction, because you've been trying to beat it for so long, and now you're like, oh, I beat it, what's next? Ooh, new environment, what's this awesome looking place, you know what I mean? Let's take a look at the levels.
Long ago, in a time of ancient, timeless time, when mystical warriors roamed the land, the most awesome kung fu fighters in all of China, the Furious Five, protected the Valley of Peace. The Furious Five bound this amazing hero, the Dragon Warrior. Tell that story, let's go back to the beginning. The Dragon Warrior was just a dream. Okay, just a dream.
Poe's Dream! Overall, Poe's Dream is a good tutorial level, but it does have a lot of elements that would be used only outside of tutorial levels, which is something special that this level gives. There's an epic bar fight, you get a dog pile, you blast out of the dog pile. Well, technically it's a boar pile, but whatever. They're wielding axes, so what? You panda stumble down the thingy, then you go into the area with the boss fight thing, you pick up a staff, you whack the enemies if you want to, that's completely optional. There's a boss fight with the Sword of Heroes, you kill the boss fight and then get the Sword of Heroes, and then fucking out of nowhere, Tai Lung shows up from a house. This game is on crack. Tournament of the Dragon Warriors for some reason split into two separate levels, but yeah, it's basically all one level, it's just split into two parts for some reason. This level, or these two levels if you're weird, is an adaptation of the beginning of the movie where Po tries to watch the Furious Five but can't get into the Jade Palace just yet. And it's that part of the movie where Master Oogway's gonna choose who the Dragon Warrior is. So as Po, you gotta punch through the bad guys, you gotta save rabbits, and you gotta use fucking ballistas to shoot beanbags to clear a path. But guys, I know what you're thinking. Joey, why are you talking about the entire retrospective of this game? Isn't this about your personal nostalgia, actually? Yes, we're gonna be getting to that. I just figured I'd talk about all the levels so you know my experience with them. For some reason, I do not have nostalgia, or at least not that much, for the beginning levels. I'll let you know when things start to get a bit nostalgic for me. I think things start to feel that nostalgia vibe for me once we get into, like, the fantasy territory of this game. Like I said earlier, I feel nostalgia most for the levels that I really struggled to get to, if that makes sense. Like, the levels I struggled beating, and then I finally get to see what's after that level. Those two levels are, like, the best ones. It's the levels I couldn't beat for, like, a whole, like, 2 years are the ones that are nostalgic. The first half of this level, or the first level of these two levels, if you're weird, is kinda mid, but that's why I'm gonna quickly get into part 2 right now, so it's more epic.
Wait, it's a 5! Yeah! Oh, so freaking awesome! Wait, oh no, oh no!
Now you gotta navigate your way through this obstacle course. Holy shit! Your objective for this part of the level is finding the fireworks to light the chair on fire so you can do the iconic "I love Kung Fu" and navigate your way through this obstacle course and try not to die. Little kid me at the time was like freaking out that there were like giant fucking katanas there, but yeah. This part right here was also epic.
I think I need about 10 fireworks to make the chair fly, but I need to get those boars out of the way first.
Kill a bunch of boars, you gotta get the fireworks, you gotta get on the chair, you gotta light yourself on fire. Also, the voice acting is pretty corny too, but I don't really care.
I am Tigress, master of the tiger style. I am ready to fight!
And there's the epic boss fight my dad had to help me with fucking button pressing with. Ah! Hey! Oh my god, what the fuck is next? Oh! B! B! Ah! Why? Ah! X! It's the X! Why? Ah! Ah! Hey! Yes! I hadn't done that in like 2 years!
I love Kung Fu!
I sense the Dragon Warrior is among us.
I'm just gonna go through all the levels I don't really care about that much very quickly. We'll just deep dive into the nostalgic ones for me. Level 0 is the first of quite a few that I really care about nostalgia-wise, so we're gonna talk about this for a little bit, I guess. First of all, the OST goes hard. Your objective is to make your way through the training courses, defeat all the dummies, and then all the torches above the exit door will light up in flames so the door will open into the next room. Every room that you train in belongs to each member of the Furious Five, and you gotta go through all of them, and if you can beat a time record for them, then I think you get a special prize. I don't remember what happens, but you win.
Well, look who made it. Not bad for a panda, I mean.
Thanks, Master Monkey. Wow, I just thanked Master Monkey.
But that last room was a mere warm-up for this one. I'd like to see you break my record.
Now we gotta try not to die by the iconic flames of fire. On to the next level.
Oh my goodness!
I don't remember this part. Is this something exclusive to the Xbox 360 edition or something? Because I always played the PlayStation 2 edition, but never the Xbox 360, so maybe they changed it for this. Whatever, I always like something new. I might get the Xbox 360 edition soon, I don't know. I don't have the game right now, I'm just taking footage without someone's permission from YouTube videos. But anyways, we are on to protect the palace. Basically, you have to keep the enemies or boars from stealing the props that are scattered around in here. You gotta keep them from stealing the treasures. Then at the end, there's an epic boss fight, and that's really it. Lake of Tears is one of my most absolute favorite levels in here. It's in the top 4, maybe top 3 of the list for me. Basically, you gotta go around, kill a bunch of crocodiles, save baby hatchling turtles, and a lot of epicness happens in the end, but we'll get to that. Hell, the level is so good that I titled one of my songs it. The OST is a banger in this one too. Just listen to this. It's not just the levels themselves that bring nostalgia, it's the vibe of playing them while being like 6 or 7 years old again, and with like the music blasting in the background. It's so epic. It gives you this like unique feeling that I don't think anyone else has felt before, you know what I mean?
Come on, little guys. Oh, hello.
Who dares to wake me?
Hang on, little guy.
Sergeant! Sergeant!
Woohoo! I'm lighter than air.
Not to me. Stop them!
When I finally got to this part after like 6 months of trying to beat this level alone, this part was so badass. Like, this is the first time I done this kind of like avoid enemy boss fight type thing, and this is automatically a 10 out of 10 level just for this segment alone. I love this kind of gameplay. So yeah, let's just go on to the next level, which also so happens to be one of my favorites, and I think it might be my #1 favorite.
Just one more ledge, Paul.
I know you're trying to be all mysterious and kung fu-y, but where are we going?
Behold, Wudan Temple, built in honor of Master Oogway's discovery of Kung Fu. There, you will find the ancient relics of the original Kung Fu forms, figures shaped from the jewels and living jade from this mountain. Many great warriors met their fate, attempting to reach Wudan and unlock the mystical secrets of these relics.
Whoa, must be a pretty good secret. Looks peaceful enough.
Great Gorilla and his minions.
Huh? The Great Who and his whats?
Move out, now! When Tai Lung was imprisoned, the guerrilla army was finally banished from these hills. As feared, with his escape, they are back. They must be kept from finding the relics and destroying the temple.
Cool, let's come back when he's not so angry.
Now! Those guerrillas have no respect for Kung Fu. They are only here to plunder the riches from this land, and they will destroy the temple and relics to do so. We will not allow that, will we?
No, sir! Master, sir.
Where did he go? What makes this level as good as it is a few reasons, but they're all personal to me, and they're not based on the actual gameplay at all. It is just a normal-ass mid-level in reality, but to me, it's more than that. From Lake of Tears and forward were really hard to beat and took me at least 6 months to beat. And when I was playing the previous level, like the predecessor level, I was really looking forward to see what the next level was. And when I saw this level for the first time, it was visually stunning. Like, look at all these, like, mountains, and there's this, like, foggy void beneath it all. And when I was playing this level, I was excited to see what the next level after this one would be like. But the real reason why this level, especially this one, takes the cake is because the last time I played this game in the year 2020 was this level. This is the last thing I played. And also around that time, a similar vibe happened to me. There was one night where me and Dad were going for a late night drive around town. And then after we came back, it was very early dawn. There was a misty pink sky. It looked all awesome, and it just reminded me of this level for some reason. Or this game as a whole, it reminded me of. In short, Wudan Temple is a very simple level and concept, but it's visually stunning. There is also, you guessed it, another epic boss fight. Oh yeah.
Shibuya! How you like Panda style, baby?
Well done.
Woo!
You did not suck.
Gee, thanks.
Treacherous Waters, I have some nice memories of. It's that same. Playing this level is the same vibe as pretending you're in the jungle, like in a rainforest jungle, in the shower, when it's on like a cold temperature and you're like in the tub. You're like have your back faced against the entire like tub as you're facing the wall, and the showery rain stuff is pouring over you from the shower head and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's that same vibe that this level gives. And for a very good while, this is the last level I could beat, because the first thing that happens in the next level is button pressing gameplay. After trying to struggle to beat that for the past like 2 literal years, I would have to like play through this level, and it was awesome. You got to see the predecessor version to the wolf from Puss in Boots 2. You try to save Tigress from gorillas. You gotta save the Furious 5. And you even have to jump on clouds for transportation.
Okay, this is the last time I try hiking. I'm tired, hungry, and I feel like I'm walking in circles. Wait a sec. Look at that. Huts. Maybe someone there has directions. Or at least a snack.
Howling Moon is very interesting aesthetic-wise, but it's very basic gameplay-wise, but still kinda cool. It's like a parkour level for the most part. Otherwise, you're just freeing villagers and trying to stop 3 boss fights that are like the difficulty as 3 normal enemies. You gotta swing through branches, you gotta save rabbits, and then you gotta deal with the Wu Sisters.
Did you say the Wu Sisters? Masters of the spinning 12-paw strike? Whoa!
The Wu Sisters mistaken Po for being a spy or something, which is why they attack. Otherwise, they may or may not have let him go. I don't know the lore about these guys yet. I just watched the first 3 movies and that's it. The boss fight is pretty straightforward, and they have this superpower where they can like spin and they try and kill you that way, but it's not that effective. This level in Ford was beaten in 1 single night in like 2018 or 2019. It was when my mom was with me at the house, my dad was at work. I was eating a bunch of ramen noodles in my room at the time. It was like in the middle of the night, before, it was like in the summer night, and I was like playing these later levels. It was awesome. That is another major reason why I wanted to make this video, talking about that specific part of the nostalgia for the game. The Wudan Temple part, where me and Dad were driving around and then didn't come back to our house until like 6 a.m. And then the part I just told you about right now, where me and Mom were chilling at the house and it was the middle of a summer night and playing this game. It was awesome. That's the only reason I really made this video, but I guess I could have been like talking about some of the gameplay and stuff like that too, like I have been doing.
So hungry.
Rise, Dragon Warrior. It is time
for you to fulfill your destiny.
Master Oogway, is that really you?
Of course. Why do you ask?
Well, you're sort of floating there, and you're covered in massively glowy stuff.
Yes?
And then there's... Hey, where did you get that cookie?
Yes, Dragon Warrior. Follow your instincts. Follow the cookies. The mystery of this place shall be revealed to you. Follow the cookies, Dragon Warrior.
Almond cookies. All right, cookies, here I come.
Unlock the secret of Tai Lung's training grounds. Release 4 moonstones.
Number 1, holy crap, this is Tai Lung's training grounds without any context beforehand. And number 2, I like how the following the cookie instinct thing is like a reference to how Poe was like seeing the dragon scroll as the cookie toward the end of the original movie. The gameplay is heavily relied on Panda Stumble, which I really like. That's a really cool like ability that Poe has. I always saw the terrain and like the surrounding environment as snow, but apparently it's like sand. It's a desert. But I won't let my childhood go away so easily. I'm gonna still call it snow, even though it is sand. Also, it's worth noting that my DVD player and my PlayStation 2 were hooked up to a 2000s, like an early 2000s boxy television. Maybe like a 90s television, which is why I have probably these specific nostalgia memories or whatever. Maybe it's because, like, the saturation on, like, the TV was too dark to see, like, it was actually sand rather than snow or whatever, but yeah.
Come on! Go, 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 go! And... Yeah! At last, the secrets of the almond cookie will be revealed.
Why have you come here?
Ah! It's you. I mean, you're him.
Why have you come to my training ground?
Oh.
Why?
I came for the cookies? Hey! Whoa! 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 Hey! I'm okay. I'm okay! Okay. I'm not okay.
Right when you thought it was all over, there's an extra step. You gotta be in this little arena thing, which is presumably where Tai Lung was used to, like, train in or whatever, in the game's universe at least. I don't know if the game is canon to the movies or whatever, but I'm not gonna do my research. After that's all over, you get to see the Wuxi fingerhold dummy. I'll be real with you guys now, I barely remember this level right here and forward. There's only like 2 or 3 levels left, and we're gonna go through these very quickly because I barely remember them at all. In this level, you play as Shifu trying to defeat Tai Lung. It doesn't work out. I think you lose in the end. In this level, I think you're trying to get back to where Shifu and Tai Lung are fighting right now. To my memory, I'm not sure. I think you play as Monkey for a little bit. And finally, you play Poe trying to defeat Tai Lung, and of course, you get this iconic scene right here.
The Wuxi finger hold.
You know this hold. Then you also know that the hardest thing about this hold is cleaning up afterwards.
Shifu didn't teach you that hold.
You're right. I figured it out myself. Skidoosh!
Well, just got nuked! He just got nuked! That's like Oppenheimer 2! So yeah, if you're gonna play this game, go in it blind. It is a blast. It's awesome. That's how I played it. I loved every single second of it, and I plan to play it again. Me and my dad are planning to get another PlayStation 2 sometime, so we could play this game or something like that. And I could, like, try and beat it again. But yeah, if you ever plan to get this game, go in it blind. But I guess you can't now because you already watched this video, but whatever. There's still some other things to check out that I haven't mentioned yet, and I probably won't, just for the sake of you discovering it on your own so you don't get spoiled by it. But yeah, that's all I have to say about my nostalgia for this game. There's more weight to nostalgia this game gives me than you think it does, but yeah, I'm just gonna end the video right here. I hope you understand my nostalgia for this, and I'll be making a lot more retrospectives like this one. And a lot of them are gonna be more personalized than this, because this is a video game that anyone can get. There's a lot of nostalgia from my childhood that doesn't exist, like, in the real world at all, only in my head. And I'll be covering all of those too, so people know what that feeling is like, because I don't think anyone has ever experienced those memories before, because I'm only one me. But yeah, we'll deep dive into the, like, things that no one else other than me has, like, seen before in this world or whatever. But yeah, we'll check those out in the future videos. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Wait, I forgot to mention something! I think another reason why I feel such a nostalgic connection to this game as a whole, and especially the levels I talked about where it feels all, like, river, lake, moist, and, like, all rainy and stuff, is because that was the same kind of vibe it was when I was, on a road. I think me and my parents were, like, at some hotel when I was, like, 4 years old, I think, and, me and Mom were just walking around this, like, park. I think this was in, like, either North Carolina or Tennessee. I forgot what state it was. It might have been our state, Virginia, but I'm trying to think. So me and Mom were, like, walking around this, like, park area. I discovered what push-ups were by seeing some dudes do it. And, I remember me and Mom would go down this, like, pathway through the trees, and then it came out by a pond or lake or something like that, and there were ducks there. And there was also a Chinese or Japanese or, like, Asian looking, like park shelter thing. You know, like those, like tiny little, like, wooden, like, areas where people can sit down in, meant for decoration in the middle of a park, right? People sometimes play, like, instruments and stuff in them. Well, it was one of those, but, like, Asian themed, and we went inside of it, and then I think we were, like, feeding the ducks, and one of the ducks, like, bit my finger, and, yeah, and the overall environment of that area was, like, a moist, rainy day, and I think that's why I, have a lot more nostalgia for this Kung Fu Panda game now. So yeah, now I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.